Alright, so today I'm going to work on some icons for my game objects that usually don't have sprites. So what I'm talking about, I'll show you real quick. In your room, if your game objects don't have sprites, they'll show up like this. Okay. Alright, we can do this. We can do this. Whoa. There we go. Two minutes. All right. So, turn the fan off. Oh, come on. Alright, there we go. Now I have video. Alright, so today I'm going to make some icons for game objects that don't have sprites normally associated with them. These are things like game controllers, let's see, game controllers, things that run code that just don't have sprites associated with them, like LAN generators or stuff like that, camera controllers, stuff like that. So anyways, the object is that in GameMaker, if your objects, like this object land here, that generates land, doesn't have a sprite, you get this little question mark. Well, if you have a bunch of those, it's hard to tell which one it is. And in GameMaker Studio 2, you can edit the object directly in the room, but it would be nice to know what this object is so I can click on it. So I'm going to make a whole bunch of icons and we'll see how this goes. See if this helps. Alright, so I use Pixel Edit. I love this program. It's probably my favorite pixel editing program. I'm gonna make these kind of small, 32 by 32. Number of tiles wide, 8 and 4, that's fine. Oops. Alright. So I'm just gonna work on one icon at a time, just go from left to right, top to bottom. And this is kind of hard actually talking while you're doing stuff, so bear with me. Let me see the grid. And I want to see the pixels. There we go. Alright. Let's see. I'm going to make all the icons white. This will allow me to color them in GameMaker. So what I'm going to do is change the background color layer. And I'm not going to export the layer, but I'm going to change its color here. I used to be able to reorder these. What's going on? Alright, doesn't matter. There you go. The whole canvas is black now, and so I'm going to paint my icons with white. So the first one that I'm going to do is for the game controller object itself, like which controls are going to be used for the player and such. So for that one, of course, I'll do like an NES style controller because I'm old school. There. Oops. The eraser doesn't work in this program. That's right. Oh, jeez. Painting on the wrong layer. Excuse me. There we go. White. And now I'm going to paint. That looks like about the right ratio. Now for the D-pad, I'll probably do 2, like that. Select, start. Let's see. I'm going to change the brush shape and the size. No, not 54, 4. Let's zoom out real quick. Let's see what this looks like at 100%. It's readable. Back to square. Back to 1 pixel. Maybe add the controller wire. Something like that. And I'm going to go away from my all white theme here because this really needs to be colored correctly. Probably just looks better with some color. So there's my controller. Icon. And you see over here, these are your tiles, and when you go to export this will be your tiles in your tile sheet. I usually leave this one blank and then start, and actually Pixel Edit does that for you, which is kind of nice. Since I've just started, let me save this, and we'll save it in pictures, I don't know, Game Maker Studio, new folder. We'll just call this art. Yeah, art. And this will be controller icons. We want to save that. Alright, cool. Alright, so next is a camera. Let's see. Camera, we can do sort of like this. Do a line. Let's do the lines. If you hold shift, you can do lines. And I don't know, these don't have to be too perfect. Alright, so there's my camera controller icon. Kind of lame, but it'll work. Next, we'll do our code icon. So this would be a game object that just runs code, like a procedural level generator code or something like that. So again, I'll use shift, and we'll just do the good old generic code icon. That's probably going to be too big. Oh no, I don't want sticky keys on. Okay. Yeah, it's too big. So respect to probably like right here. Shift line. It's too big. Oh, jeez. What we'll do is we'll copy this. Control C, Control V. Move it over here. And edit. Where's all my tools? So there is our code one. Let's see. Let's do a player one real quick. This one will be pretty easy. Circle. We'll do 6. I believe 6 will do it. No, gotta go bigger. 8. eraser. Erase all this bottom stuff off. Alright, so that could be our. It needs to be wider. Let's see. Let's go with 11. 12. Eraser. Whoop. Alright, that could be our person or player controller. Maybe we give them arms. That looks terrible. Okay, just leave that. Oh yeah, don't forget to make your camera code player. Alright, so what else can we make? Let's make okay, so we have code, controller, player. We need the overall game controller next. So let's do something like a cartridge. Because again, I'm old school. Let's see here. Trying to look up what a cartridge looks like real quick. Alright, so maybe it comes up a little bit higher. Okay, now we use the eraser. I'll cut out the top line right here. Maybe just another little line like that. We'll go a little gray, a little darker, 2 shades. And this will be for like the label. Oops. Okay. Maybe we'll grab this and we'll do one more little detail. All right. So let's make that one. Going to our settings here, we have what, 1, 2, we have 6. So we're gonna make this 3 wide. save this, what we have right now, and export Tileset. We're going to do pixel scale 1 format. I like to do PNG. Don't need to do any pixel padding. This would be something like if you were doing a tiling pixel, you would want to have like a 1 pixel border around each tile so you don't have bleed through when you are tiling your images. But since this is icons and they already have sort of a border, we're cool. So go ahead and export that. Alright, now I'm going to switch over to GameMaker and show you how we're going to use these. So let me get GameMaker open. And alright. Got a lot of stuff open real quick. Let me see. All this and Windows, close all. Alright, so in Sprites, we're going to make a new sprite. Actually, let's make a tile set. No, that's not what we want to do. We don't want to use a tile set. Hang on a second. I'm learning as I'm going here. Sorry. We'll create a sprite, SPR, and then we'll call this icons. We'll edit the image, and we'll say image, import, convert, import strip image. And then we're going to go GameMaker Studio 2, art folder, this one. And that's going to ask us 32 by 32, how many frames. We want horizontal cell offset 1, and we're going to have 5. And how many are per row? 3. Oh, we can't actually do 0 offset, so there you go. Let's do 6 now. Alright, so what this is going to do is make a frame per image or per icon. So we'll convert that. You can see them there. What I need to do is turn each one of these into its own sprite, I think. Because, okay, so like object controls, sprite icons. That just happens to be the first one. But what about this code one right here? There's no way for me to change which one shows. So what I'll have to do is turn that one sprite into mini sprites, which is kind of a bummer. Sprite, icon, game. And it will be duplicate this a few times. We're going to need to duplicate it 5 times. Duplicate. There's probably an easier way to do this than what I'm doing. And so this is sprite icon game, and so it only needs that one icon. This one we'll call it sprite icon camera. Oops, camera. And it doesn't need that one, that one, that one, or that one. Say that's, and then sprite icon code. Doesn't need that one, that one, that one, or that one. Sprite icon player. And then sprite icon game. call this one controller. And back to this one. We'll call this one game. We don't want that one, that one, that one, that one. Oh, that's the one we want. Okay, Windows, close all. Okay, so now we have all these icon sprites kind of mixed in with our game sprites. So I'm going to create a group. We'll call this icons. We'll put all these inside that group, so we can hide them when we're not worried about them. So object land, this is a code event, so we'll just do that. So now you'll see the benefits. Here's the one that controls my inputs for my little player, and this is the one that controls the code to generate the land. So let's see what happens when we run this. I don't know if this is going to work because I've been working on the controller input. Oh, so the controller is visible, so we're going to fix that real quick. In the room we can say edit object, and then we can say visible no. Rerun that. And now it's gone. Alright, so that's it for that. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.